Hey guys, Brett Roberts back here with my video blog for the upcoming fight, Bad Beat 7. Man, we are just putting together another phenomenal card. I'm very, very blessed to get some of these fighters that we have coming on to fight for us again and bringing in some new guys. I'm sure you've heard by now that we released the headlining match versus Virgil Zwicker and Mike Cook, both Strikeforce veterans. Virgil's currently with the Strikeforce organization, but they've agreed to let him fight for us as they can't seem to keep him as busy as he needs to be. This card is stacking up. We originally had 12, 13 fights set up. Now we're up to 15. It's getting crazy. I mean, we have some great matches for you for October the 12th. Couple fights that you're going to love. We got Chris Beal returning again against Shad Smith, returning veteran. If you know Shad Smith, guys, he's fought everybody in the world, and some of the biggest names in UFCs right now. He's taken on in the early days. Shad's been around for a long time, and you know Chris Beal. He's been with us 4 times already. He's making his 5th appearance in the Bama cage, and that fight's just going to be very, very explosive. Returning again, Steve Magdaleno taking on Jason Williams. Jason fought for us in the past. Jason's a tough 145er, and he's taken on a very tough opponent, Steve Magdaleno. If you remember Steve, he sliced and diced Tom Gloudman in Bad Beat 6, and it was just a great fight. Also returning Mike Jasper. I finally got Mike a fight. This guy's been tough to match, but we got a great opponent for him. Kyle Bolt. 3-1 going up against a 5-0. Don't let Kyle's 4 fights fool you. He's a tough guy. Mike's going to have his hands full when it comes down to Kyle Bolt. One thing I love about Jasper, not afraid to take a fight. This guy's a solid contender. Mike checked him out. His manager checked him out. They took the fight. This is going to be a tough fight for Jasper. But that's Jasper. He's not afraid to take a good fight. Oh, how can I forget this fight? Chris Coley, Tom Gloudman. These guys have been going at it, talking a bunch of smack to each other on Facebook and whatnot. These guys do not like each other. We're going to have extra security downstairs just because of these two guys. So watch for that fight. I'll talk more about that later. Anyways, I'll talk about the rest of the fight card as we do the video blogs. Right now, those are your top fights. We have another one that we're still working out the details on, so I can't say anything about that until it's all done. But on that, it's going to be a great night of fights. Discount tickets, guys. I got $80 seats that we're selling for $60 while supplies last. There's not too many of them, so if you want to grab a set or two, call the office, 714-912-8822. That's the only way you can buy them. You can't buy them online. On that, we're getting ready to go. I have a couple questions that I want to address. One comes from Gary Montoya. He asked me how I got into MMA game. Well, Gary, it's a unique story. It's got some goods and bads, so I'll just stick with the goods. I used to be in a business development company. I've been in the financial world my entire life, pretty much business sales, and just sales and marketing. And a clothing company came by way of my organization that I used to work with, and I was the one who was building that clothing company. The long and short of it, they wanted to be in MMA. I was the only one who really knew anything about it, had the background, blah, blah, blah. And I started learning a lot about the insides of mixed martial arts and how the events and everything that goes on. And saw an opportunity that I felt needed a solid company that would do things right and do things honestly. We don't play games. We're not here. You know, this MMA is full of really bad business people. Not because they try to, they just don't have business experience. There's also some good people, but I'm just saying there's a lot of bad. And a lot of people that like cutthroat each other, do whatever they can to basically downright rip you off. We saw that, and I thought that this was a good idea to start an organization that would be upfront, honest, take care of the fighters, do everything we can to be a real business. So that's our outlook on this stuff. So that's how we got into it, or how I got into it. The guys I worked with in the beginning are not the same guys I've been working with now. Even when we started Bama, my original partner has moved on to bigger and better things, and I just have my team that I work with now, and it's going great. We got a great synergy, great group of guys and gals, and we love what we do, and we're going to keep doing what we do, and we're going to keep doing it the way that is respectful to the sport, to the fighters, and most importantly the fans. So that's our way of looking at things. So hopefully you like that and you like what we do, and you can come out and check out our fights. Got another question from a guy who came across as anonymous. I'm trying to rephrase this question. It was having money, a venue, and a matchmaker's license doesn't make you a good matchmaker. You're absolutely right. What makes us good matchmakers are the fights that we put on. Look at the fight behind me. That's Jimmy Jones versus Chris Beal. 15 minutes of pure war. Fight could have gone either way. It went to Chris Beal. It was a great fight. But if you're going to run your mouth on, or I shouldn't even say run your mouth, if you're going to run your keyboard out on Facebook and Twitter and all this other stuff and hide behind fake names, really? Yeah, sorry. We're trying to prove ourselves here in the MMA world by putting on solid fights. Come look at what we got before you criticize us. And that goes to all you keyboard warriors out there who love to slam me and talk a bunch of smack, especially the guy who hides behind his fake names out there. Yeah. Anyways, you know who you are. You're a Newport Beach guy who thinks you're who think you have something to do in MMA, which you don't, and you think I don't know who you are, but I know exactly who you are. My research is a lot deeper than most people think. So keep hating on us because we love the haters as much as we love the fans, because without the haters you can't have the great fan base that we have. So that being said, or not being said if you will, we're going to do what we do best, which is keep moving forward and putting on great fights. October 12th, stellar card. We're up to 15 fights right now. It's going to be a long night of fights, guys, but we're going to have about 4 or 5 opening fights that are going to be 3 3-minute rounds. We're going to blow right through them. Start time is going to be right at 7:30. We're not going to take a break until intermission, and that's it. We're going to blow through these fights. I promise you this is going to be a great night of fights. Get your tickets. They're 60, they're 80, they're 120 for the general admission areas. If you want VIPs, we got $130 tickets plus $150 tickets. There's some tables already. There's some tables still left. There's been a bunch of them already sold. So if you want a VIP table, grab those. They're $700. If you think my prices are too high, you're probably right. Because 1, we put on great quality shows. 2, there's no fights outside of our cage. 3, parking is free. Beers are $6, brought to you by Budweiser. They take care of all of our people down there. So you want to go to these other venues that charge $10, $15 to park, plus $12 or $13 a beer, and their ticket prices are $40 to $50. Go ahead. However, I promise you, if you're looking for good fights, you're going to want to go to us. These other people that are putting on 6 fights a night, that's not worth your money. Spend your money on 15 fights. I mean, the cost per fight is way lower than anybody else. So enough of that. Send me your questions, send me your comments, send me whatever you got. Let's have some fun with this Ring Girl contest coming up at the Orange County Auto Show the weekend before our fight. So that's October the 6th. We'll have some special guest fighters doing autographs. Our Ring Girls will be there signing autographs. We're going to be bringing in a new Ring Girl for a guest appearance at the show. So all kinds of stuff happening. Check us out at BamaUSA.com or BadBeatMMA.com. Thank you very much for all your concern, your love, and of course all of your comments and responses on Facebook and Twitter. Follow me at Bama Brett, and of course hit me up on Facebook at any time at Facebook.com/Bama Nation. All right, guys, thank you again. Keep in touch, and we'll see you later. Keep moving forward, and God bless.